Earlier this year, when I attended a tech conference in the United States, a hospitality expert came up to me with a question that hit me hard. The same question is the reason why I stand here today. He said, "Anna, why do you believe people feel so disconnected when the true foundation of our industry is to connect people?" I'm here today to share a case study with CIC Hospitality and explain how they flipped the script of communication overload to redefine the guest experience. Yes, Marcus, you said it before. You need to... That one, already taken care of. A bit of a background information. And you don't need to take any notes. The text on the slide will be super small. That is for you to keep the focus on what I say, not what you could read. So a bit of a background information for the two partners working together. So BookBoost is a hospitality experience platform where we unify guest data and empower communication via multi-channel CRM and a unified inbox to drive automation, segmentation, and personalization at scale. CIC Hospitality is a Scandinavian hospitality brand spread across Europe with approximately 30 properties. And what makes them unique is that they are forward-thinking and super innovative. So they came to us. Let me guide you through this. What we have done together and why is that the collaboration was initiated when CIC lacked a central source of truth for managing guest data, for having unified guest data in one place. And managing or not being able to managing fragmented guest data and having also the problem or limitations to handle it cross channels. That was the first one. Second one, it made it difficult for them to respond quickly as well as to manage volume. Also, they found their staff spending a lot of time taking care of repetitive tasks. We all know what's not value-adding, meaningful, or that is repetitive should not be handled by a human. So there was a need to unify and to automate, or to find a system where they could unify and automate their guest data to reduce manual workload, as well as to deliver a faster and more consistent guest journey. So we mapped 3 challenges. Just gonna check so I'm on the right slide. We mapped 3 challenges. Manual handling of low-value touchpoint. We set a goal or a KPI to be able to automate 80% of the routine guest communication and also increase online check-in. Second one, I'm gonna see how many of them you remember afterwards. Second one, slow communication across multiple channels. So the goal there to reduce response time to under 30 minutes across channels. And to give you a little background information here, we started on a level of nearly 8 hours. You might believe that's a very high number, but I can tell you, very many brands have or show similar numbers. Third one, they felt they missed opportunities on upsell opportunities where they could convert into new revenue stream, not only having the guest in stay, but also pre-stay. To prepare the guest for what's coming, to make the guest feel taken care of, meaning leading them through the entire guest journey, which starts already before the moment of check-in. So the goal for the last challenge was to achieve a 20% click-through rate on specific and targeted messages. Okay, so how did it go? And I have a speaking slot here of 10 minutes, and I'm actually gonna keep those 10 minutes. And for all questions coming up, I'm gonna be here the entire day. You can have a chat with me and my colleague there or here afterwards. So, okay. The results, the numbers speak for themselves, but I told you, don't read too much. I'm gonna explain what's behind. But let's start from a high level. So, CIC delivered. When we started to measure the numbers, they said, okay, service is faster. The guest experience has improved. And our staff feels, or the employees feel, less stressed. But that is based on a gut feeling. And at BookBoost, we're data-driven. So we would like to have proof by analyzing the data. So let's dive a little deeper and see what the data says. And this is so fresh out of the press that I saw the numbers myself for the first time last week. Okay, goal 1. The AI, I actually need to look into it now because I saw it so freshly. So the AI agent resolved most of the routine queries. We put a goal on 80%, and the first number I speak with is actually a number that we didn't reach. I don't think that's bold. I think it's fair and transparent. But what we see is that it goes up. So we're now 75 plus, next week 76 maybe. So many percent is the AI agent taking care of the repetitive questions coming in. Can you imagine how much time that frees up for the employees doing this work from the beginning? The second one, we also wanted to see, can we improve the online check-in rate? Yes, already 8 times. Which also frees up time, but it also provides a better service for the guests who prefer to check in. Especially, I stayed at the CIC property last night. Already before, in the taxi to the hotel, I could complete the check-in. That also freed up time for the staff to greet me in person when I arrived and to make me feel taken care of. They could be the host they wanted to be, instead of, we've heard it before, looking down, typing at the computer, and collecting repetitive information that I have already shared before because I have stayed there before. They already know me. Now, let's go to the response time. Do you remember where we started? Nearly 8 hours, right? And the goal was 30 minutes across all channels. This I'm proud of. Already now, we're down to less than 6 minutes. Doesn't matter if a question comes in via an OTA, WhatsApp, SMS, email, or any other channel connected, less than 6 minutes, sorry. And last but not least, the click-through rate. We had a goal of 20% of all messages, and we're now at 67.2. That has increased revenue tremendously. Okay. Did you say, Charles, that I need to speed up? Nah, no, you didn't. No. Yeah, okay. I made a promise to not go longer. Hey, this is a messy one. And you don't have to memorize. You don't even have to read it. What I would like to share with this slide is, let's leave CIC for a little bit and look how a guest journey can look like. The one on the top, slightly yellow, is a traditional guest journey. The one underneath, a little bit segmented. And the one underneath, it's highly personalized, where you could also see multi-channel communication is added. Let's not stay and focus too long on this one, but imagine if you can send a specific message to a specific guest at a specific time via their preferred communication channel. That is possible today, and it's also super powerful. Last slide. And as well, the better you know your guest, and the more advanced you can segment the data, the more you can personalize, and the better the experience will become. Last slide. Okay. I understand this can easily, I guess at least, overwhelm anyone. But it doesn't have to be that complicated. So here comes the best part. I saw, yes, I see a phone there. I encourage everyone, pick up your phone. As Marcus said before, scan the QR code. You will get immediate access to guest journey templates, which will bring you already today ahead of competition. As I mentioned, I will be here the entire day. Come and chat with me. Thank you.